Hi everyone, and welcome to Cooking in Manhattan. Many of my viewers have been asking me about tiramisu. They want to know how I make it, and most importantly, they want to know what the secrets of the recipe are. So today I'm gonna share my tips with you for this wonderful Italian recipe, but I will also tell you the very spicy story that actually triggered this wonderful dessert. Let's take a look at the ingredients for this delicious and very naughty recipe. I have 1 box of ladyfingers. I have some powdered chocolate that is going to go on top, and then I have spiced rum. If you prefer any other liquor, you can try Kahlua or Frangelico or a mix of everything, but I really like spiced rum in my tiramisu. Then I have 16 ounces of mascarpone. I have 6 eggs that I'm going to divide, the yolks on one side and the whites on the other. And remember, this recipe provides for raw eggs, so if you have any health concern, you better skip it. Then I have some sugar, a lemon that is going to build up the protein in our egg whites. Then I have some water, more or less half a cup, and we're going to be making espresso for this. I have already separated the egg whites and the egg yolks, and here I have the egg whites. We're gonna beat them to soft peaks, so I'm adding a little bit of salt, more or less a pinch, and the juice of half a lemon. This is very important because the acidic factor that we're gonna put in it is gonna build the peaks so that all the proteins are going to be all nice and stretched and stacked one on top of the other. So you know, I really like a little bit of chemistry when I cook. So we're gonna beat this, and in the meantime we're gonna be working on our egg yolks. So the egg whites are perfectly beaten, and they are now looking like beautiful soft peaks. So we're gonna keep them in the fridge until we need to use them. Next step is the egg yolks. I am putting 6, did I put 6? Yes, it's 6. 6 tablespoons of sugar, 3, 4, 5, and 6 in the egg yolks. And then I'm gonna beat them up too. You know, the red monster comes in very handy whenever you have to do this kind of things. See you shortly. The red monster has been beating up those very bad egg yolks with the sugar for more or less 10-15 minutes. They have to reach the point where the color is a very pale yellow. And now we are going to add the first part of our mascarpone. I have 2 boxes, so I'm adding the first 8 ounces of the mascarpone cheese. Here we go. Let's make sure that all that buttery goodness goes in there. And then I am going to incorporate it. And now the second 8 ounces of mascarpone cheese. By incorporating the mascarpone half at a time, you will prevent all the bubbles and the little balls of mascarpone that will end up in the tiramisu and in the custard otherwise. So I am going to incorporate also this portion of mascarpone, and then we will go back to our egg whites. Here we go. Do you remember the egg whites? Well, we are going to fold them into our beautiful custard. So I am going to start just with the first half of it. So I am incorporating with a motion from down to up. And we are going to have a very fluffy custard for this tiramisu. Here we go. See, so it's incorporating very slowly. So we are not deflating the egg whites, but we are not deflating also our mascarpone mixture. So we are ready for a little bit more. Here we go. I would say that it's more or less like 1/3 at a time. So we are going to start the process again. Again, it's an upward motion. So you go down and then you go all the way up. And it's gonna take me a little bit longer to incorporate all this, and and I will see you shortly with the mixture for the lady fingers. Dear viewers, meet the red espresso monster. This is the highlight of my day every single day. I am making an espresso lungo, which basically means that it is pretty much double the size of the regular espresso. And then I'm gonna mix it together with the rum and with the water. And a little bit maybe of sugar too. Here we go, we are ready. Look at the beautiful foam. And this is going to go together with our lady fingers. In a shallow pan, I am going to mix together the coffee. It's more or less half a cup of espresso. Ooh, it's hot. See, that's the problem when you make your espresso. And then you have to use it right away. Then a little bit of sugar. It's 1 tablespoon of sugar. And then finally, some hot water. Oh, and I almost forgot. This was half a cup of water. We're putting in also half a cup of rum. Here we go. So the sugar is going to melt because of the warm liquids, and it's going to have a little bit of a kick. We are going to leave this like this to cool off completely, and then we're gonna have the lady fingers take a nice little jacuzzi in the coffee mixture with a little bit of rum. One of the problems that people have whenever they make tiramisu is that it comes out a little bit soggy. So let me show you the best trick to have ladies' fingers that keep a little bit of their shape. So you dunk them in the liquid like this, and then you turn them like this, and you position them in the mold. This is the best way of doing it. So while I'm finishing this, I will tell you the very naughty story of tiramisu. Tiramisu was created by one of the cooks at the De Medici court in Florence during the Renaissance, but it fell a little bit into oblivion for several centuries, and in the 1930s it was, let's put it this way, brought back to life by a brothel in Rome. Yeah, you heard it, it was a brothel. This was the best way of spinning the beds, spinning the clients. So basically, every single brothel in Rome served the most amazing tiramisu, that incidentally, if you didn't know, means pick me up. And now our beautiful, wonderful mascarpone custard is going in. This is going to be a little bit messy because we have to spread it all over the lady fingers, but it's also the most delicious part of this preparation. See how fluffy it looks, and it's gonna be so good after it cools. I am making this because some of my friends are coming for dinner tomorrow night, so I'll leave a little piece that I can taste for you guys to see how wonderful that is. And now that we're done with this, you toss that? No, you shouldn't toss it. You shouldn't toss the liquor and the coffee and the sugar and the water, because there is a second layer to come, and maybe even a third. Here it is, 2 layers of lady fingers, 2 layers of this delicious and super fluffy mascarpone cream, and now I am going to put this in the fridge until my friends arrive. And most importantly, I am going to dust it before I'm done with a little bit of chocolate. But I'll show you, because I want to keep this for my friends, but I want to show you how beautiful and tasty that is, so I'm making a little one for myself. Now the finishing touches. I made my own little tiramisu cup, and now it needs a little bit of chocolate on top. Here we go. And we're gonna go straight into trying it, actually. You know, that's my favorite part, and that's why I saved this moment for now, because I don't want to wait for my friends tomorrow. So here it is. There's a lady finger under here. Nice. This is so good. The lady fingers retain their shape, they're not too soggy, and there's this wonderful and fluffy cream that is a little bit eggy, with a punch from the chocolate and from the coffee. Now you have all the secrets about my tiramisu and you know, a little bit about this naughty and delicious Italian dessert. I hope you like it, I hope you make it again, and I'll see you again on the next Cooking in Manhattan. Ciao!